Aaron, I think it's broken. Some lady taking pictures of her with her flip phone. One second. I'm fine. Here, I'm gonna get the window started, and then you gotta lift it. I can't lift it. I just bruised some ribs. I bruised some ribs, yeah. I got into a little bit of a tussle with one laptop thief.
I knew it. That's why I was freaking out. And yet, I got your text really late. You're like, I'm going over there. And I'm like, wait, he's not serious. Then I remember that I kind of suggested that was the thing to do. Sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault. It's a dumb thing to do. I know better.
I don't feel so bad. I kept trying to call you all night. You weren't picking up. Oh, I was like, oh, what that happened.
Yeah, I was probably in the hospital. And today, my phone fell on the floor earlier, so that's where it's gonna have to stay, because I'm not picking it up.
Where is it?
It's right over there.
See it up? Here.
Thank you.
How bad is it? I mean, how long do they say it would take to heal?
Well, it could be anywhere from a couple weeks to 3, 4, 5 weeks. I don't know. Completely, anyway. Shouldn't be a big deal, though. Soon.
You're in a lot of pain, huh?
Well, breathing isn't fun. I mean, every breath you take gives you pain, and you become kind of hyper aware of your breathing.
You want something for it?
No,
I mean, so I can get you over it and want stuff.
I'm sure, yeah.
Make you figures out the thing ever happened.
No, I already turned down what was probably a lethal cocktail of opioids from the many random doctors that poked their head in to say hi in the hospital. Got the feeling that each one of their thoughtful 30-second gestures was worth another zero on the end of my bill. What I did get from each of them was a business card for their recommended specialist and a reminder to use their name as a referral. Thought that was very sweet of them. But I just took a normal painkiller, whatever he's got in there in a medicine cabinet, acetaminophen or whatever.
You need anything else?
No, I'm all right now, thank you. It's gotten better.
That guy ever get back to you? This guy, the host I'm talking about at the he ever get back to you?
No, he never did. I just sent that one email the other night. Did he get back to you?
No. I'll let you rest. I just wanted to make sure you were still alive. As far as you didn't get your laptop back.
No, I got it back.
You did? Wait, you didn't even tell me like what all happened. So did you actually like fight the guy? Like toe to toe? Like
It's hard to explain. I don't even want to go into it. It's just, it's just like it was a whole. Yeah, actually got into the guy's place, and like I found it. I found it right away, but then he came. But then the guy came home, and I had to like break out of there. And there was a whole like foot chase, like straight out of a movie, all through like down like into the street, and like we ended up kind of like wrestling for it. And like a moron, I ended up going back up there for this for the SD card that was inside the thing, because that was actually worth more than me than the. That was worth more than me than the laptop, actually.
you went back over there? Like a second, huh? Oh, good for you. See, you just had to toughen up. Go over there. Show him who's boss. And you won.
Well, simple as that, Am I your hero now? I went over there and kicked the guy's ass. You like that?
Alright. Thought you'd be better off sticking up for yourself.
Okay, well, there's no question I'm worse. I kind of just like to breathe normally right now, to be honest with you. And no, nobody won anything. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm just saying it was a stupid thing to go over there in the first place. I'm just lucky. Could have been like 100 times worse. I should have been worse. Nobody ever wins these things. Everybody loses.
Well,
Aaron, I told you this is my first time in the States, everything. I didn't tell you, I stopped a couple other places around the country before I actually came here last. Not for long, usually, just kind of in and out to get the feel for the place really quick, whatever, move on. And, I get it. Everything's great and amazing, on one level. And you got your underlying issues on another level. No, well, well, sure, on the surface, yeah, but no, it's not. It's not political. Nothing's political. That's just the venue, okay? I'm tired of hearing over and over and over and over again, like on your radio, on your TV, in your books, in your comedy, in your articles, like in your conversations, like how divided you are politically and all the play by play, and you're not divided, Darren. You're just abused and neglected. Way more than you want to admit. Some of you had no choice but to embrace the infection. Every ridiculous thing you do makes perfect mathematical sense. You're just fucking abused, Aaron. Not you. All of you. You would have to be. Your schooling is designed to keep you stupid and down on yourself. Your news is a complete red herring. Your boss is your teammate on Monday and your adversary on Wednesday. I mean, come on. Your relationship with your law enforcement is, heroic on Tuesday and deadly on Thursday. The same healthcare system that saves your life on Friday is the same one that shakes you down and bankrupts you on Monday. The same parents that raised you, the same ones that can't bear to see you escape without them. Your university system is like just a colossal scam run on teenagers. It's just like an exploitative middleman you can't escape. What's the boxing guy's name from here with like the crazy hair up here? Don King, yeah. Your university system is Don King. Congratulations. It's completely unnecessary.
I think, still a lot of really good people here,
No, it has nothing to do with, whether or not you're good or bad, whether or not you're rich or you're poor or you're somewhere in between. Whether you're a happy person or a sad person, whatever, it's nothing to do with that. Nobody's spared. But that's what happens when you build a country, on one humongous abuse. And, even long after you end that abuse, you never clean up all the little tiny abuses that spun out of it. You end up with 300 million people that, they seem to be just fine, seem to be having a great time, but, when it's really crunch time, when it really comes down to it, you're all just a slave to your resentment, ironically. And, that's fine for a while. I mean, like you said, you can function, just fine. You can grow your country, you could be happy, you can, some big buildings and economies, You can go to Mars. You can go about your day just fine, like nothing's wrong. And you work on your problems, I mean, you take the good with the bad, right? I mean, it's not like you're the country with the most problems, right? And you can get away with it for like, 300,000 years. And then all of a sudden you can't. And then it's too late to fix. Look, you can't go into the 21st century with the country that's got all the cash, running around playing world police, quietly designed and run by its biggest abusers. You can't have it. Everyone's in deep shit, Aaron. Even my country. Well, it's not a problem, Aaron. It's an emergency. Come on. Time's up. Aaron, you put the instructions of an abused species into those machines. You hit the enter button, then watch what happens. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, nobody knows. One thing's for sure, you're not gonna like it. And at some point, it can't be reversed. It's not a movie. There's nowhere to run. You just better hope you're long gone before we get to that point. She's wondering just how much Tylenol you took. And that's not even the scariest part. That doesn't even frighten me for some reason. You know what the scariest part is? I swear I must have seen, like, at this point, just 1,000 people commenting, in some way on where you guys are right now. Like 1,000, like, highly respected philosophers, political dissidents, not just armchair philosophers, well-known people that, sit around, that's their job. They sit around, and stroke their chin and, spit out something, that other people listen to, authors and, like real ones that, probably wear a tie when they sit down to write in their den, in the woods, spitting out, book after book of, 500 pages of stuff, and like, TED Talks and, 1,000 op-eds I've read from people, distinguished in their field. Like entire movies and documentaries and series and, took, like 1,000,000 man-hours to make, just, going off on all kinds of tangents and, racism and abortion and immigrants and some guns and all of the things, discussion panels with entire audiences that paid money to see, some people who, cross their legs at the knee, so I assume, they're experts in something. Celebrity tweets and article after article and rally after rally. I must have read just articles by scientists, on, how to explain climate change to deniers, and I've heard podcasts, like expensive, like high budget ones, from like public radio stars, discussing, how to talk to your family and friends you disagree with, as if you could, just sit down across the table and have a conversation and negotiate with a virus. News pundits analyzing charts on, like, the issues that voters care about, and, progressive campaign speeches from, even like psychological studies, like full-on studies by scientists, real ones, that take their work seriously. And do you know how many people I've heard sound the alarm on just how abused you people are? 0. None. Not even one. Why? That's so fucking frustrating. If not them, then who? You just got slapped in the face with the most obvious sociopaths you'll ever see in your life. Just right in your face. And you learn nothing. Fuck. All your psychologists should have been on top of a roof. On top of the roof with a megaphone. Just like screaming, look out. This is what you're dealing with. This is why you have trouble resisting. Nothing. I don't know. I don't know why I expect anything from them. They're backed into a corner like everybody else. Their system's not designed to help the person that's sitting on their couch, much less anybody else. Backing each other into a corner apparently is your national pastime. My apologies if you're a baseball fan. None. Not even one. I don't know what I was expecting coming here, I just wanted to get a feel for, whatever this is. Whatever this is about. I mean, it's not like I really dug deep or anything.
Sounds like you dug pretty deep to me.
No, I mean, I barely talked to anybody while I was here. But I mean, I expected it to be different from the rest of the country, which it is. Because I was kind of hoping to see some kind of, effort in the right direction here, if anywhere. I mean, it's not like your people aren't willing to, get up and do something, I mean, no one's more, giving or, charitable than Americans, You guys all over the country, you guys have rallies and telethons and, fundraisers and people training for months for all kinds of, little 5K runs and walks and, for this disease and that disease and this syndrome over here and, there's only one fucking disease. It's not that hard. Sorry for ranting in your face like this,
Well, no, I understand.
Just,
I mean, I feel like
fuck.
I could find a couple of cancer patients that might feel a little differently.
You know what? It's not a disease.
Cancer's not a disease.
Nope. It's not a disease anymore. Sorry.
Maybe it's the coronavirus.
No, it's not. Not a disease. Sorry.
Malaria,
Nope.
chickenpox.
Those are
Qualifies as a disease.
those aren't diseases anymore. They're symptoms of mismanagement. Mismanaged resources. As successfully redirected by your head abusers. There's only one virus there. Without it, all those other ones go away. Practically overnight.
You say so.
They both understand they'll never see each other again. Good news, Aaron. There's only one disease. Shouldn't be demoralizing. That should be encouraging. It's the force field around the Death Star. Fucking Star Wars got me again.
Well, why don't you be the one to say something?
Why me? I'm just a guy on holiday. You got like 300 million people here. And you need me? You got nobody?
I don't know. Sometimes the people inside the company get stuck on a problem because you all start to think the same, huh? It takes somebody from the outside looking in to say, well, why don't you just do this? Final thought. everything you wished it to be.
No, I wouldn't say that at all. I mean, I've never really lived outside of my home country, but, I've been a few places, here and there. And I can't even tell you, how or what the hell is going on around here half the time. But, it's, uh, it's always interesting when it wants to be. It's the only disease, Aaron. Not even one. Fuck.
Well, maybe that's your American trait.
What is?
Maybe you should stay in a wall. Go up to the roof where it never falls. And everything. Right in with the other crazes. You just say you never lived outside your own country. I mean, you could work remotely, man. You wouldn't even have to change jobs.
Well, I am pretty beat up, right? I mean, it's one of the main requirements for being American, right?
There you go. Looks his spirit.
Well, right now, I'd just like to inhale without pain.
Knew they're gonna find you at the end.
Who's they? Well, he noticed how deep her voice got there. Sorry, I couldn't be more entertaining
Close, stop it.
and accommodating right now.
I'm just here to make sure you're okay.
She's trying to figure out a way to say, I'm glad I met you.
That won't be a lady. Well, since you won't be able to lock the door, I'll see myself out the hard way. Now should that rusty fire escape can handle it.
Well, 8.5 million people. Here and there, you're gonna lose some. Oh, it hurts to laugh.
I think you got to worse today.
Yep.